You know, the old school mentality of training is not working anymore. You know, so there's new ways of training. I mean, no one has the perfect recipe for a camp. No one has the perfect recipe to be champ. But I mean, you got to train smart for sure, because you know, you see guys like Kane been getting injured, guys like Goyito who've been getting injured because they overtrain.
Same, yeah, we do the same stuff that we've been doing. You know, it's been working. You know, we're not just getting injured. There's other people, fighters out there getting injured too. I mean, it's a sport in general. It's a tough sport. You know, the best way to get ready for a fight is to fight. So, you know, you fight a couple times a week. Yeah, it can hurt you. I mean, it can hurt you. So.
Working with George St. Pierre, you know, he kind of showed me a better way of training.
You know, it depends where you're at in the sport. You know, I'm an older guy in the sport. I know I can summon the beast. I don't need to bang and brawl all the time. The better you learn not to get hit, the more you can spar. When you're young, you just bang it out a lot, and you just get that experience with as much people as you can get.
Yeah, I think the most important thing, number one thing, my always priority is staying healthy. That's number one most important thing. I think I heard George St. Pierre say it before, and once I heard him say that, I always realized, like, you can't fight if you're hurt. You could not. You're better off going a whole camp without training one day than going into a fight really injured and not being 100%.
There has to be a balance, obviously. You know, you got to train smart, you got to train hard, and you got to train smart. You know, I'm working with my strength and conditioning guy. He's like a scientist when it comes down to this, and you know, I'm used to just grinding hours and hours and hours, but you know, he says it's okay to rest a little bit. You know.
What's your take on that?
There's got to be a balance. You can't go into a fight simulating fighting during training. You have to fight. It has to be as real as a feel as the fight in order to not give yourself that false sense of confidence. If you're in there simulating a fight, doing half motions, doing things half-heartedly, it will absolutely carry over into the actual fight. So, like they say, a bullet never shoots from a gun. Sometimes to kill and sometimes not to kill. You gotta shoot that way all the time. Injuries happen. We just have to do our best to have the right guys around us to be looking after us, to look out for us. But you have to fight in order to get ready for a fight. I believe that.
Myself, I have a lot of good experience. I had some good sparring partners. You know, I did a lot more boxing, a lot more padded. You know, you listen to your body. There's days where you can go light and drill more. Excuse me. Work on more techniques. So I think I am evolving as a fighter and trying to learn more. You know, spending some of my sessions, instead of working hard, like a learning session. You know, a lot more technique, a lot more drilling, and a lot more of that kind of stuff. So it depends where you're at in your career, but for this point in my career, you got to go hard on days, no matter what, because that's the only way you prep for a fight. But you don't need to go hard 3 times a week. I think, you know, 1 or 2 times a week, depending how it is. And the more you're ahead of the game, is, you know, the less you have to do it.